And so I think, it was a slightly, I would say, lonely childhood, not a conventional childhood, a bit of an ab-fab childhood because the mother was so kooky and weird. Lots and lots of being introduced to famous people, all sorts of stars. I mean, the children are sort of mixing in these circles themselves now, particularly close to the Branson family. Often went on holiday on the Abramovich yacht. So the parents like hanging out with the rich and famous, and they've passed that on to the children. And I think there was a lot of that, a lot of very nice, luxurious holidays and travel.
Across the high stone walls of Windsor, a multi-million-pound secret is beginning to unravel. We were told they were the normal royals, the sisters with careers, mortgages, and quiet lives. But behind the closed doors of their luxury estates, a paper trail of outrageous spending and mystery wealth is surfacing that has sent shockwaves through the palace. But as the world gathers to celebrate the late Queen's 100th birthday, a chilling silence has fallen over the House of York. While the rest of the family takes the stage, Beatrice and Eugenie have been met with a locked door. It's a total blackout. Is the House of York hiding a fortune that shouldn't exist? You'll want to stay until the very end of this one, because we're uncovering a specific financial connection that traces back to their inner circle. A detail so explosive, it might explain why the king just made the ultimate move to distance the monarchy from the York sisters forever.
Girls are collateral damage, they're innocent, they should be allowed to continue. But in my own research suggests that they're deeply involved. We know from the Selman Turk case that money was put into their accounts that they couldn't explain.
The image of the perfect royal granddaughter has just been shattered. While the public sees two young mothers with careers in tech and the arts, a far more complex reality is brewing behind the scenes. According to recent reports, a massive audit of royal assets has turned up a series of financial footprints that simply don't add up. We're talking about a level of luxury that far outstrips their official salaries, a lifestyle that is raising serious red flags at the highest levels of the monarchy. Insiders say the tension reached a boiling point during the planning for the late Queen's 100th birthday commemorations. This was supposed to be a moment of national unity, but behind closed doors, a line was drawn in the sand. It is claimed that King Charles himself made the call. The York sisters were to be excluded from the main stage. This wasn't just a scheduling conflict, it was a deliberate, high-stakes move to protect the crown from the fallout of their increasingly extravagant choices. But how does someone with a mid-level corporate job afford multiple multi-million-pound properties and a social calendar that rivals a billionaire's? Rumors indicate that investigators are looking closely at a shadow fund, a pool of wealth allegedly tucked away in offshore accounts during the height of their father's influence. If these reports are true, the sisters aren't just living on their own merits. They are sitting on a fortune that the public was never supposed to know existed. The optics are devastating. While the rest of the country navigates a difficult economy, Beatrice and Eugenie are seen in elite circles, surrounded by the kind of excess that feels like a throwback to a different era. But the money is only half the problem. It's who they're spending it with that has the palace truly terrified. Because as it turns out, the people funding this lifestyle have histories that are starting to look all too familiar. And what these associates are expecting in return for their generosity is about to bring the entire House of York to its knees.
They did ask Beatrice and Eugenie to open up their finances and just have someone to look at them, and they both rejected it, correct?
They did. I mean, the thing is, while they're princesses, they're earning large sums of money in the Middle East.
The numbers simply don't add up. For years, the world was told that Beatrice and Eugenie were the ultimate down-to-earth royals, balancing regular office jobs with the occasional family wedding. But a closer look at their balance sheets reveals a lifestyle that even some billionaires would envy. Reports suggest that during her 20s, Beatrice managed to jet off on 17 luxury holidays in a single year, all while reportedly earning an intern's salary of less than £20,000. This wasn't just a budget getaway to the coast. We're talking about private yachts in Ibiza, elite ski chalets in Switzerland, and five-star resorts in St. Bart's. It begs a question that has haunted the palace for years. Who was actually picking up the tab? According to sources, the sisters have managed to maintain a property portfolio worth millions. Beatrice's Oxfordshire farmhouse is valued at nearly £4 million, while Eugenie splits her time between a luxury estate in Portugal and a historic cottage on the Kensington Palace grounds. It is claimed that these properties aren't just homes. They are part of a private, long-term deal negotiated by their father to ensure his daughters kept a foothold in the royal palaces forever. But here is where the story takes a darker turn.
Prince William does want to see his cousins take on a bit more of an informal role when it comes to engagements. This idea of a slimmed down monarchy, I think, might start to be a thing of the past.
Insiders say that Prince William recently made a startling proposal. He allegedly offered the sisters a chance to clear their names by submitting their finances to a forensic ethical audit. The goal was to prove, once and for all, that their wealth was clean and entirely their own, but the sisters reportedly refused. This rejection has sent shockwaves through the royal inner circle, fueling rumors that a deep dive into their bank accounts might reveal more than just hard-earned salaries. Some believe they are sitting on a £30 million inheritance that was never meant to be scrutinized. Others point to a web of family trusts and shadow funds that have allowed them to move through the highest echelons of society without ever having to worry about a mortgage. But as the king continues his mission to cut the dead wood from the monarchy, that financial safety net is beginning to fray. And the real reason they're so desperate to keep their books closed is about to lead us directly into a circle of friends that the palace has spent a decade trying to forget.
We've seen Beatrice promoting a Saudi bank recently. We just don't know what's going on. I mean, again, one of the ways that they're paid is through jewelry.
But the mystery of their wealth is only the beginning. The real fear within the palace is that the York sisters aren't just inheriting their parents' money, they are allegedly inheriting their worst instincts for choosing the wrong company. For years, sources say a shadow network of ambitious socialites and international financiers has been circling the sisters, offering the kind of perks that come with a very heavy price tag. Rumors indicate that these friends have been providing everything from private jet travel to high-end villa stays, creating a lifestyle that looks suspiciously like the one that brought their father to ruin. The timing of these claims couldn't be worse. Reports suggest that as recently as early 2026, the sisters were spotted in the company of individuals whose business dealings are currently under intense scrutiny by international authorities. It is claimed that these associates are using their proximity to royal blood to lend a veneer of legitimacy to ventures that are, at best, legally grey. Insiders say the king is deeply concerned that Beatrice and Eugenie are being used as glamorous shields for people the monarchy has spent a decade trying to purge from its ranks. But perhaps the most telling sign of the crisis is the physical distance the crown is now maintaining. It's not just about the Queen's 100th birthday snub. According to sources, Prince William has reportedly instructed his own team to ensure he is never photographed in the same frame as the York sisters during public events. This strategic isolation is believed to be a direct response to a new set of documents surfacing in 2026 that allegedly link the House of York to a series of offshore transfers that simply shouldn't exist. As the walls close in, the sisters are reportedly feeling blindsided and abandoned. But while they claim to be innocent victims of their parents' reputation, the evidence of their own lavish choices is becoming impossible to ignore. And as we dig deeper into the actual sources of their hidden millions, we find a trail that leads back to a promise made decades ago. A promise that is about to explode in the most public way imaginable.
Titles stripped from them, but they should voluntarily renounce them and they should go into a private life. But yes, all the evidence that I've found points to them being much more involved than people have realized.
For years, the York sisters managed to maintain a careful balance, but in 2026, the tightrope has finally snapped. The most staggering blow didn't come from a tabloid headline, but from the palace itself. Reports suggest that as the royal family prepared for the historic centenary celebrations of the late Queen's birth, a quiet but firm order was handed down. Beatrice and Eugenie, the granddaughters she reportedly adored, were allegedly scrubbed from the guest list for the most prestigious public-facing events. This wasn't just a scheduling conflict. Insiders say it was a calculated move to ensure the York brand didn't overshadow a century of royal duty. The fallout of this snub has been described as devastating for the sisters, who reportedly felt blindsided by the sudden exclusion. But to those watching the ledger, the move was almost inevitable. According to sources, the King and Prince William are increasingly concerned about the optics of royal-adjacent luxury. Rumors indicate that even as the sisters have been iced out of official duties, their spending hasn't slowed down. It is claimed that investigators have flagged a series of transactions, nearly £100,000, linked to a wealthy tycoon, allegedly funneled through family channels to support the sisters' elite social lives. This discovery has reignited the firestorm around their hidden millions. Insiders say the palace was horrified to learn that while the monarchy is trying to project an image of a slimmed-down, cost-conscious institution, the Yorks were allegedly still moving money through the same shadow networks their parents once used. It's a pattern of behavior that suggests a deep-seated belief in exceptionalism. The idea that the rules of transparency and accountability simply don't apply to them. But the most chilling part of the story isn't the money itself. It's the legacy that money is protecting. It is believed that a significant portion of their wealth is tied up in a £30 million inheritance that is now under threat of being reclaimed by the Crown. As the King moves to tighten the grip on the family's assets, the sisters are reportedly fighting a desperate, behind-the-scenes battle to keep what they believe is theirs. And this struggle is leading them to make a series of social alliances that could prove to be their final undoing. Alliances that lead straight into a world of secrecy the public was never meant to see.
Your favourite duo, the King's nieces, Beatrice and Eugenie, were on the cover of a magazine this week and they were described as the royal family's secret weapons. Did you write that headline?
I have to say, it's a bit of a journalistic cliche. I think secret weapons that we may have to stop.
There's no such thing.
The House of York has reached a point of no return. As 2026 unfolds, a series of leaked documents has allegedly exposed the true source of the hidden millions that have funded the sisters' extravagant lifestyle. According to reports, this isn't just about an old inheritance or savvy tech investments. Instead, rumors indicate that a significant portion of their wealth is tied to a complex web of international consulting fees that look suspiciously like the same deals that brought their parents to the brink of ruin. Insiders say the King has seen enough. It is claimed that a private meeting took place within the palace walls where a startling ultimatum was delivered. Either the sisters agree to a full public disclosure of their financial assets, or they face a total permanent removal of their royal status. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's an institutional purge. Reports suggest that the monarchy is terrified that if these shadow funds are linked to the wrong people, the damage to the crown could be irreversible. But while the pressure from the palace is mounting, the sisters are reportedly digging in their heels. Sources say they believe they are being unfairly targeted for the sins of their father. They argue their wealth is the result of years of private work and high-level networking. Yet, the optics remain devastating. While they claim to be normal working mothers, they are allegedly continuing to move in circles that the rest of the family has branded as toxic. It is believed that even now, they are being seen at private, high-stakes events hosted by figures the palace has spent millions to avoid. The tension is now a public spectacle. With every luxury holiday and every high-priced real estate deal, the gap between the Yorks and the working monarchy grows wider. But there is one final shocking detail that hasn't made the front pages yet. A detail that explains exactly why the King is so desperate to cut ties before the year is out. Because as it turns out, the hidden millions aren't just sitting in a bank account. They are being used to fund a move that could change the face of the British monarchy forever. And that move starts with a secret that has been kept since the very day they were born. The House of York has always been a family of survivors, but this time the shadow might be too large to outrun. Whether it's the hidden millions, the questionable associations, or a simple case of inherited entitlement, the sisters stand at a crossroads. Can they truly forge a path of their own, or are they destined to remain a footnote in a legacy of scandal? If you found this deep dive into the royal vault fascinating, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And for more untold stories and royal investigations, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.